So, I think I already covered this particular video with Unicorn Pondu, and garlic bread, right? But I really like Chikara. That's not her real name, but I like her videos because she's just like super like fitness related. And what's very interesting about her video is she recommends the exact same stretch that I recommended like a week or two ago, as like if she really does have sciatica, which I don't think she actually does. Um she could be doing this stretch and it would help her hips, it would help her lower back. It would be good for her. It's basically the same stretch. Anyway, let's see what we have here.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. Before we get into the video, I want to take a moment to say thank you to all of my members. They are scrolling up on the screen right now. If you want to become a channel member, you can do so. Some of the perks include either a shout out, which is the lowest tier, or for the second tier, I do members only content. That's either...
I'm sorry, I'm too poor. I'm on medical leave. And my leg really hurts today because I had to go to that medical appointment and he made me test my strength, and I had to walk around the building, and my leg's on fire today.
Members only live stream, or I do it like a get ready with me or something like that, usually once a week. You also get members only emojis, and yeah, that's basically it. It's a great way to support the channel. So if you want to become a member, then look in the description box for a link, or you can click on the subscribe button if there's an option on your phone. But otherwise, thank you so much. Other ways to support the channel is of course just viewing videos. I really greatly appreciate it for everyone that views, and for everybody that takes time to watch the videos. Additionally, if you want to leave a comment, you can do so, and make sure you give it a like. That helps me out enormously as well. Or you can leave a dislike. That lets me know that you either like this content or you don't like this content, so that I keep making the content that you want to see. You can also send a super thank if you are inclined to do so. But otherwise, thank you so much to all of my members for supporting me. I really, really appreciate it. And
I'm digging your bangs. I used to do my bangs like that. I don't do it anymore because I'm a little confused about what to do with my bangs now. Because the shape of my, like, I think this happens to everybody, right? Like, the shape of your skull changes over time. And some of it is maybe like some loss of hair, but some of it is just your skull is like changing shape over time, right? So I really don't know what it is, but I haven't quite figured out what to do with my forehead yet. Okay.
On that note, let's get into the video. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ilona. I'm also known as Chikara Transformations. I'm an online health fitness coach and I'm also a bodybuilder. And today we are going to be doing...
If you ever come out to California, I want you to walk around my neighborhood with me and help me learn how to walk again, because I'm having a hard time.
Doing a double food beauty react. So strap yourselves in, because it's probably going to be a longer video for you. Words. It's probably going to be a longer video for you guys. Jesus Christ. We're going to look at a 3K step challenge at the Boulevard in Kuwait. So I'm actually happy that she's doing steps instead of time, because time is kind of like irrelevant, especially if you're sitting down a lot. Movement is always good, but you should take time, because take steps so you can truly see how much distance you're covering. And then there's the spaghetti mukbang afterwards. But that was uploaded before, but we're going to start with the first video first. But I'm guessing she probably did this. Am I top properly? She probably did this, and then she got hungry. At the top, if you're wondering, it's a crop top, a training crop top from Scott Wolf. That's where I got this top on. And the bras as well, I think, the sports bra. Yeah, this is also Scott Wolf. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I actually quite like their stuff. They're a Dubai-based company, but I don't often order from there. But they do nice stuff. In case you're...
I can't really wear bras anymore. The last time I tried to wear a bra just to go on a date with my boyfriend, it hurt my back so severely. And you know, I 2 years ago when I was a team lead for Unite Here, several months before I actually got bit by the dog, I actually stopped wearing bras because I was getting severe back pain in the middle of my shifts while I was hiking these steep cliffs and stuff. And it was just too much pressure on my back. And quite frankly, most of the people in Laguna Beach enjoyed the fact that I was braless anyway. I'm not that big chested, so it's not that big of a deal.
Wondering, and I think I'm gonna do a clothing haul soon. There's this company in Bulgaria that I want to try out. I see some of the girls in the gym wear their stuff, and it always looks quite nice. So I'm gonna place an order after the weekend, I think. So yeah, members. This week you're going to get ready with me because one of my members actually sent me a ring light as a gift, which is very nice. So I'm going to set up the ring light in my bedroom and do a get ready with me chit chat sort of thing. So you'll get a video this week, which I'll probably film tomorrow morning, I think.
Okay.
And I might try and upload it tomorrow as well. So yeah, so that's the situation. Anyway, let's get into Chantal and we'll go from there.
Hello, foodie beauties. Hello, Beezers. Did you know you can now request a personalized video from me on Cameo that you can keep forever and ever? Cameos make great birthday and special occasion gifts. Check the link in the description and get your Cameo today. Can't wait to hear from you. Hi there, come along with me as I attempt to walk 3,000 steps at Boulevard in Salmiya, Kuwait. Yalla, let's go. Hi guys, welcome back to another walking video. Today we are at Boulevard in Salmiya in Kuwait, and there's a lot of walking here.
I mean, the playback is a little bit bitty because she's on 1.5 speed, so for some reason my computer doesn't always like that.
So, trying to get at least 3,000 steps in. I know MyFitnessPal has me down for 6,000. I chose that.
Yeah, 3,000 steps is quite little. I think the minimum for health is like 8,000 a day, I believe.
But based on this pedometer, it recommends on my weight and everything, 3,000 to start. So I already have 496, so we kind of have a long way to go. But yeah, yellow, let's go walking. It's a bit dark, but
yellow.
It's nighttime, evening, 8:30, and even just not walking for a few days, I feel more out of breath and out of shape, so I got to build it up again.
It doesn't go that quick. That is, you don't build up stamina so quickly, then you go for 3 walks, and then suddenly you don't go for 3 walks, you can't walk.
Yeah, seriously, like, I had to take a week off because I had severe joint pain, and it wasn't like I came back to work and was incapable of doing my job. You know, like I could still handle an 8-hour shift. I just needed to let the inflammation for my joints come down well enough that I could like get back to it. You know, it's not like she's so full of shit, you guys. I can't even.
It takes a long time to build stamina and it takes a long time to lose. So to not do any exercise for a couple of days, it's not going to make you like tired quicker. I think that's just in her head. What could be the case, however, is that she binged a lot and gained a lot of weight. And even though she is used to being heavier, 10 pounds is 10 pounds. So if you, like, she gained allegedly like 13 pounds in a week, you're going to feel that on your body. You're going to feel that on your joints. There's going to be a lot of pressure. I know, because if I eat bad food, I actually do feel more out of breath. I do feel like I'm not as productive in the gym. So it probably is more related with the fact that she's been eating food as opposed to being just more sedentary.
Yeah, that's probably true. Like, when I did have that week off at the beginning of the new year in 2022, that I couldn't perform because my joints hurt so severely. I probably wasn't really actually eating a lot, because when I'm experiencing severe pain, I actually eat a hell of a lot less, right? So I actually probably lose weight during those periods of time. So there might be something to, but I just don't see it. Like, when you're that big to begin with, what's 10 pounds? What's 10 pounds? Come on.
Very nice place to go walking.
Look at her little kitty just like lying down next to her like that. That's how my kitty does. He just comes up and he lies next to me and starts rubbing up against my knee. I love my kitty too. But it's just so comfortable, like just seeing the cat just lying there. So good.
I mean, she's walking, which is something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 3,000 steps. How much time of walking is that? That's, I'm gonna guess, maybe like 20, 30 minutes of like fast walking. So for her, that's gonna be like an hour, I guess.
What does this say? Around Green Hill. So Boulevard has a lot of cafes. There's a mall, restaurants, a lake.
The height difference between the two is just like insane, isn't it? There's one thing I just don't really care about in terms of like men and partners. I don't care if guys like much taller than me or not, because I'm actually really tall for a woman, and if I was to not date men, well, saying that I do have other criteria which limit me, but if I was to only date men that are taller than me, especially if I wear heels, I'm literally looking at like maybe 1% of the population. So, but I do want to date men that are stronger than me, which is probably even less. I'm probably more likely to find a guy that's taller than me, that's weaker than me, than to find,
That's all good. The Reverend Horton, he has a song. It's called A Tall Drink of Water for a Thirsty Man. Look, it works out in all different ways. So I'm obviously shorter than you. I'm 5'4.5". So although I'll be real with you, I have dated guys that if I wear heels, I'm taller than them, and it sometimes makes them uncomfortable. But most dudes who date tall women are very confident, and they don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I've been friends with the Hot Rod Trio for over a decade at least, right? And Susie Doogie is much taller than her husband, Buddy. And they are the cutest couple ever, and she has no problem wearing stilettos. So, like, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? A tall drink of water for a thirsty man.
Oh well.
I like the weather tonight too.
It is very nice around there, isn't it? Look, it would be quite a nice place to go for walks in the evening, for strolls.
Restarting is always hard, but you gotta do it.
I know.
Even though I haven't walked for a few days, I still have better stamina than months ago. I haven't sat down yet. I'll record all the sit breaks I take.
Okay.
I know she's sped up slightly, but I wonder if she wants to maybe like focus on her pace as well, because if she walks too fast, she'll get tired more quickly too.
I had no motivation because I wasn't feeling great, but if you ever have no motivation, just get there. The rest is the easiest part.
Yeah, relying on motivation in any journey, wherever that may be, is not the way forward, because motivation is fleeting. People are not motivated to go to work every day. Most people are not motivated to go train. Most people are not motivated to eat healthy. Most people that want to like get a driving license or that want to get a degree or whatever it may be, they're not motivated to study. They're not motivated to put in the work. You do things because you have a goal that you want to achieve. Relying on motivation is like, if that's what you're going to rely on, you will guaranteed fail. You have to rely on willpower and discipline. To some degree, like obviously some people have more than others, but the reality is that motivation is not going to get you through. Because, let's face it, life is hard. We work, we're tired, we're hungry, shit happens, problems, there's always some shit going on. So if you was to only do things when you feel good, and you're like, yeah, today I slept well, I feel excited, everything feels great, you're not going to be doing things, you're not going to be working towards your goal many times. You'll only do it on the few occasions where life just feels good for a second.
Yeah.
It's a Sears. They're all closed in Canada. 911.
And that's actually the step meter that I use as well. It doesn't show. Oh yes, that's 10 minutes.
23,000.
Good for her. Honestly, good for her. Fair play. She's showing the steps. Gonna be fair where I'm gonna be fair. I suggested she should do a step counter so to work with a pedometer. Doing that, so good. It is very nice around there, isn't it?
This section, there's not many people, but Boulevard is busy tonight because most people in Arab countries come out at nighttime in the evenings.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense as well because it's really fucking hot in the daytime. It's like in Spain and stuff like that. Which I'm surprised in Bulgaria they don't do in the summer like siestas and stuff because it gets really hot here. Like 40 degrees Celsius hot. So I don't understand why they don't do that here. They don't. But I would have thought that they would. Because a lot of Mediterranean countries do. Now, obviously, Bulgaria is not on the Mediterranean. They're on the Black Sea. But, you know, it's very south here as well. We're very close to Turkey. So it gets hot. It gets very hot, actually.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, where are all these people? It doesn't look like it's busy at all right now. So what are we talking about? Like, she's like at a mall, kind of walking around by herself. I don't see any other people. What are we talking about exactly here?
Is it a train ride for kids?
Now, I know that stretching is hard for her because obviously she has like a lot of fupa. She probably does want to do some sort of stretching after walking because I imagine that it actually does put a lot of pressure on her lower back. Where possible, she could do the crossover body stretches, like, you know, when you lay down on your back and then you put your leg to the other side like this, so you stretch out and you look this way, and that stretches out your lower back. She could do that on both sides. She could do a QL stretch where basically you cross over your leg, and then the leg that's going over the back leg, grab the arm, and you pull this way, and that also pulls through the lower back, through the QL. This is why it's called a QL stretch, which is nice for the lower back. And also, if she wants to do a figure 4 stretch, which is kind of difficult because of her belly, just trying to think how she can adapt it. So normally the figure 4 is like, she could maybe do it sitting. So she could maybe do a seating figure 4. I don't know if that's like, I literally don't know if her full is in the way, but if you can't lay on your back and pull the legs into the body, she can do it seated, so she can sit like this. And even if I just sit like this, I can feel the stretch here in my outer glute and through my through my hips, which is also what you want, because again, it's also the lower back. She might benefit from like getting some.
All right, let me show you how I just literally talked about this like recently. So I posted this 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, you guys, for Foodie Beauty. Since 99. I spent 20 years going through chiropractic to fix that particular situation. And these were the stretches they gave. I don't know if I can still do this. You have to take one foot and the other. This is the hip that was experiencing it. So I had to take this and lean down and stretch out my hip that way. I had to stretch out my hip that way. I had to, this is also something I have to do for the complex regional pain syndrome, is that you have to, it's hard for me because like I'm in a lot more pain now today than I used to be. You have to do this. You have to raise up your hips. Raise up your hips. These are all things that she could be doing. If I can do them in my state, Chantel could be doing these things. I'm supposed to do leg lifts. This is the really bad leg. You have to do leg lifts. The other hip exercise is that you're supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this up and down. It's very painful for me on the left side now. The right side I can do it without problems because I spent 20 years working on the sciatica. So I don't have a problem on that side. The other thing, it's called clams. It's called clams. And you take your knee and you lift it up like this. You lift it up like this, and that These are things that work your hips, that work your core. I know the bodybuilder is probably going to give me a hard time for like giving advice, but I mean, I've been doing this for years. I was a dancer for years. I know I'm not even wearing the appropriate clothes to do this. It's not easy for me to do this anymore. It's really not easy for me to do this anymore. And I'm about to start physical therapy again. I just got evaluated for it, and now they got to schedule it. You got to stretch every day. You got to stretch every day. But please do not watch channels that can't even pronounce that it's sciatica. It's not sciatic. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God. You gotta stretch your legs. You gotta stretch out your hips. You gotta be doing stuff like this. Pulling it up. Pull it up. Stretch out that hip. And you should be going to a chiropractor. It took me 20 years to get a... Okay, let's go back to the other video.
She might benefit from like getting something like a massage or something, but that will be probably very difficult, I imagine, because I don't know how you would massage on somebody her size. But yeah, some stretching after walking is probably beneficial because it's some careful stretching, not overstretching, but just a little bit of stretching, because she probably will have back pain after that, I would imagine.
Well, and ice and heat too, right? So when you first come back from your workout, you ice your painful joints. But later on, you heat them to stimulate blood flow.
If I was confident I wouldn't break it, I would go on it. Haven't sat down yet.
Oh my. It's sometimes, in some angles, it really puts it into perspective how big she is, huh? It must be so uncomfortable. Like, I understand why she has lower back. Because she's, like, the way she's pushed, like, the way her posture is, because her belly is so big. She literally has to stand like this. It's hurting my hips, actually. My hip flexors. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm sure her back hurts a lot. I'm sure it does, because this is not a really natural position at all.
Here's how big Boulevard is. Here's the Boulevard map. You are here. I don't remember where we parked, but anyway.
It is a really nice place to go for a walk, though, eh? She hasn't technically sat down, but she has stopped quite a few times, which is kind of the same thing. early here. I didn't sleep very well last night. I didn't sleep terrible. I got around 6 hours, so it's not too bad. But yeah, that's a little froggy. Or a toad. The cat wants to play.
Maybe the cat's looking for a nice tasty frog treat.
Yeah.
Do cats eat frogs? I think they probably just want to play, no?
Frog likes bees. They make cute noises.
Frog legs are quite nice though. I've had them before.
Dude, I feel bad for her because she looks like the Penguin. She looks like the Penguin from Batman. I mean, it's sad. I already feel sad for myself that I waddle because of my nerve condition in my leg. But it's gotta be way worse when you're obese at the same time, you know?
And it's so sad. Like, genuinely, it's so sad that actually for her to maneuver down this is quite the challenge. So, this should not be hard. And I don't understand how stuff like this is not eye-opening to her. Like, this is not difficult for most people. I can probably walk down this in heels. And that's not a flex, it's just to point out that it's not normal to be a 40-year-old woman to struggle walking down something like this when you're not actually disabled. And I know that like technically being obese is a disability perhaps to some degree, I understand, but I mean voluntary, you know? It's something you can't control. You can do something about your weight. It's not like you're like paralyzed or something, or you know, like you've got broken leg or some shit like that. So, but she does generally have to be.
No, you're exactly right. Like, before I had my nerve damage injury, that would not be a problem for me. Now I would waddle up that just like she did, except I'm not an obese woman. So it wouldn't look as weird for me to do it because I just look like a disabled person. Not that big of a deal, right?
Careful to walk down here, because if she doesn't, she can fall over quite easily and hurt herself quite badly.
So we walked completely around, and I'm at 1863 steps.
So she's gonna
So
do it
still
again.
more to go. So let's go. All right, let me go to the top here. It's called Green Hill. I'm taking a break now.
So she's genuinely dead from doing 2,000 steps. It's taken her 20 minutes.
Okay. Alright then.
I don't think it works like that, the pedometer, because I think it only tracks it when you're active. So, for example, because I have the same one, ironically. So for my one,
if she stops it
let's see how many steps. I didn't do as many yesterday because so yeah, yesterday I did 13,000, and it says the time 2 hours and 14 minutes. So your pedometer only tracks when you're walking. When you're active, it takes that as like an active time. So she has it. It doesn't mean that it's taken her 20 minutes to do 2,000 steps. I mean, technically it has, but she could have sat down for half an hour and then continued. So I've not actually been paying attention to the times. I'm sure somebody on the farms has done that. I haven't actually checked the farms yet. I literally woke up and put my makeup on and started filming. So, but that's basically just the active time there has been. So it is, however, shocking to see, but obviously not surprising, that she is
What I think most people, their goal is 10,000 in a day, right? That is what I remember from the various weight loss challenges I've been involved in over the years is that you're looking for 10,000 steps in a day.
Dead from walking 20 minutes.
Taking
I mean, she's dead. She sounds like how I sound when I go for a run, which I don't do very often. But on the rare occasion, I do a little sprint. I have a sprint moment. Yeah, I sound like that.
a break now to drink water.
I can't even run because I have shallow divots. I learned that in 2008 when I had a knee slip. I have shallow divots, so I cannot do that kind of pounding on my legs. For some reason, dance works for me. I'm able to do hip hop and shit like that. Probably not anymore now that I've been bitten by the dog. I haven't tried to do it since the nerve damage, but after the knee slip, I was able to join a hip hop class and do some pretty solid pounding, but it wasn't repetitive like that. It wasn't like over and over again. It was like, you know, just certain moves at a certain moment. I love your top.
Going down? Always better than going up.
I don't know. I mean, going up is hard, but going down is fucking painful for the knees, though. Whoa, especially if you go hiking and you're on difficult trails. Like, going down is, like, more difficult. I went the other day, I went hiking with at Boyana Waterfalls, not realizing that the path was just, like, basically an ice track half the way. And that's, like, parts where I had to go down, and I literally had to slide down on my ass because it was so slippy and so, like, you know, I just did not have a grip. And I wear proper shoes. I have a backpack with medical kit. Like, when I go for a hike, I'm prepared, you know, as prepared as I can be for hiking on my own. Mm-hmm. And I don't go anywhere that's, like, proper off the track. But there were some parts where I literally had to go down on my ass because you can't just walk down because it was too steep.
Yeah, seriously. Yosemite Falls Trail, the Mist Trail. These are really steep ass trails. And the older you get, the more difficult it is. It's easier to make upward climbs than it is to do, like, try and, like, traverse your way back down. It's harder.
It's slippery, so going down, I think, is actually harder than going up. Going up is difficult because it's, like, tiring, but it's not more difficult in terms of, like, balance and pain on the body and the knees and everything, in my opinion.
On the way down. We're about to reach the other end of Boulevard, right through this tunnel up ahead.
Do you notice how her arms are not they're not swinging evenly by her body? There's something off about her balance. Maybe Shakara will notice it. I don't know, but there's something off about the way she's walking, in which one arm is swinging at a different level than the other arm.
I was getting scared of the if I walk alone. Seen Irreversible so many times. Very good movie. Very good movie. But yeah, Tunnels and Irreversible, if you don't, you know.
So at this end of Boulevard, there's stadiums for sports, gym. There's a public outdoor gym and stuff.
Yeah, just don't go on any of them, please. So if the playback speed is weighted, that's because of my end.
I fully believe that she has back pain based on her posture and the way she's leaning back to support all of that weight that's on her abdomen. But that doesn't necessarily mean that she has sciatica, which is a pinched nerve that is shooting electronic shocks down her leg. I don't think she knows what she's talking about.
Little kitty cat. Look how cute. I don't know where my kitty cat is. She's in bed, I think. Yeah, she's in bed with Rosie. A little shit that was being naughty girl last night. My cat likes to open up drawers and pull things out. So this morning I woke up and my shoes were out. My bag was like spread all over. My bag for the dogs, like they wanted to roll out. That was completely unrolled. So she had to feel that last night.
My cat likes to open up all my cabinet doors. I don't know what he's looking for, but at least I have confidence that there are no rodents in my house, you know?
What do you call it, like an amphitheater sort of thing?
There's like some kind of gym here.
I mean, it's not really a gym. It's a calisthenics area.
Bars. Oh no.
There's no way she's going to be able to do it. Like, people don't realize, but doing a pull-up is actually really hard. Like, I think most people can't do pull-ups. Even like a lot of men can't do pull-ups. Pull-ups are not easy to. I love doing pull-ups though. They're like one of my favorite, and like one of my favorite exercises for backs. For back, I mean. I would love to see Salah do a pull-up though.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I'd be surprised if she could even like hang under her own weight for more than like 2 or 3 seconds, to be honest. Dip bars.
She would dislocate her shoulders. She can't do that. I don't even know why she's attempting to do this. She could end up with a serious injury just attempting what she's trying to do right now. She could totally dislocate her shoulders. And then what? What's Salah gonna do now? You're gonna have to wait around for how long? For emergency services? Come on now.
She can barely fit between it. Wow. She literally had to squeeze to go through that. Wow.
She didn't even do it.
It's actually, she's so wide that, oh wow. This is really bad. It's a modern mosque.
Alright guys, so I reached 3K steps a few minutes ago actually, but I'm just sitting down. Stopped at the 3K. I would have liked to see how far over I went, but yeah, so I did the 3K.
But where's the numbers though, Chantal? Show us the numbers.
Okay, first goal achieved.
Yeah, but, so yes, I said 3,700. She almost did 4,000. Well done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching this walking video. It means a lot. And yeah, I hope you guys...
She looks like she has a limp too. I mean, I know I have a limp, obviously, but she looked like she was limping there. What's going on there, Chantal? Do you have a limp? What's going on?
Are following suit, getting out there, moving if you can. I'm starting small, 3K steps. That felt like a lot though. So yeah. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.
Okay, so I was going to do like one really big video, but I think I'll just do 2 parts instead. Maybe because this is already pretty much half an hour, so to do an hour upload I think is a bit too much. So I'll split this up. So you'll get this one after the other one. So I'll film the reaction to the spaghetti now.
Oh no.
Or the noodles or whatever she's eating, and you'll get that first, and then this will go up later today. So I think this is really good. I think she should focus on maybe aiming for a goal of like 3 to 3.5 thousand steps a day for like maybe a week and a half, and then up that to about 500 steps until she maybe gets to I need more caffeine. Until she gets to maybe like 6-7,000 steps, and then just aim to do that every day for a prolonged period of time. And obviously for weight loss, what goes in here is the most important thing. So I'm very for the walking. I think it's great. I think focusing on a pedometer as opposed to like I've walked for 3 hours. Yeah, but how much of that time have you been sitting down? Exactly. I think having a pedometer is better because you kind of have a better idea of how many steps you're doing in a day. And yeah, this is really good. It's a good start. She just needs to be careful of what she eats, which we know she doesn't because we would have seen the other video by now, which I haven't yet, but we will react to that.
Well, I'm definitely not watching the spaghetti video. I can't. It makes me want to throw up every time I see anybody's coverage of it. It really makes me want to throw up. It's disgusting.
Right now, after I have made some more coffee. So into the coffee emoji, comment, like, subscribe, dislike the video if you disliked it, let me know down below why, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. You should totally follow her channel. I will grab the link so that it's in the description of my react to a react, and you can all follow her channel because she's rad.